What's going on, guys? I'm going to show you the location of the mural on the map. A lot of people think that it's up here at the jetpacks. You put the jetpack here and the X down here and it's upside down. That's not correct, but I'll show you in this and explaining everything of how I found it. So let's just get right into it. Alright, the bank, the waterfall is the egg. Wizzle has a video explaining it. The Epsilon program said that the life came from an egg and that it would be in water. Well, this is the egg of life, which it looks just like this, and the fountain, of course, is water. So with that being said, if you put a mark here, and the next thing we're going to talk about is the eye. The eye is at the top of the mountain. Top of the mountain, we all know that is there is the eye up underneath that platform. So if you draw a line from here straight down, that gives you your straight line, the one that goes right here. This is here to give me a square, because it's not perfectly straight. It actually tilts just a little bit. So with this giving me 2 marks on the line, it gives me a straight point. So let's talk about this one, the one at the fingertips. That one is correct, because it shows up the best during sundown, which is right here at the fingertips. So the next one we're going to talk about is this one right here. If you look at it, it's at an antenna and it's over and up. So if you go over and up close to the line, which is close to this line, you'll find an antenna at Rebel Radio. So let's go take a look at that one. If I can get my camera to balance. There we go. Alright, if you notice, this antenna at Rebel Radio, it's missing a piece. It's clearly missing a piece, which I thought was kind of odd. So let's bring up midnight. Let's see, that's not right. Okay, we're going to move this thing around. And if you look, no, don't fall off. There's the missing piece. You can see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it just a little bit farther. And there's your X, right there at the antenna where it said it was going to be. Alright. So now this is where the straight line comes into play, and I just messed it up. Alright. If you notice, these two are directly across from each other, the same distance apart, but this one right here is ever so slightly lower down than what this one right here is. So if our point is right here and we go straight across the same distance and come down, that's where our next one will be. Also, the other clue is it's in the middle of the day and it's raining. So let's go. Get the rain going. Now, if you look in this backyard, there's a mattress. And that is a square with an X in it. So now that that one's been found, let's go back over to our map. Alright, so now we know that this one is directly below this one and it's close to the egg. So we're gonna, here's this one, we're gonna come straight down and it's close to the egg. Let's take a look. Oh, and also, let me pull up our clue. Right here, the sun is coming up. Now there was a radio commercial advertising a phone with talking about 4G network. Of course, being played on the radio. Here's a phone advertisement. And just like the radio tower, missing something. Should have looked both ways. All right. You notice the back of this billboard, that there is something on the other side. Once again, like the radio tower, missing something. Alright, so let's get the sun rolling again. And you can see in the shadow that the light is clearly shining through the billboard, but yet there's a back to it. But if you notice, it casts an X right here. And I also want to show you something else. I talked about the phone advertisement in 4G. 4G. Right there on the fine line. Right where it said it would be. All right. We're going to move this down and put this on our mark so we can get squared back up again. And if you notice, pull this one back up. This one lines up with this one. It's all the way across. So this one, if you come all the way across, it comes up to that third house. And the clue that we have with this one is also, it's in the middle of the day. Now I will say though that I have not found the UFO or the jetpack. Being that I'm really not sure what exactly we are looking for, because I mean we were all looking for an egg, and of course like an actual egg, but it wasn't an actual egg at all. So I'm not really sure what we're looking for as far as a UFO and the jetpack. Now this one that I'm taking you to, I'm not exactly sure if this one is correct or not, but it is the third house, and there is something odd about the house. If you can disprove this one, leave it in the comments. That would be great. And if you can find the real one, even better. But we're gonna go take a look at it anyways. All right, this house is the third house, and if you notice, this house has got a gutter that is falling off of it, along with part of the siding of the house that has fallen off. So we're going to go right above it. We're going to make sure it's in the middle of the day. And if you notice, the shadow from the house creates a box which the X sits in. Like I said, I'm not completely positive on this one, but it does line up to right where it shows me to go. All right. Now, as far as the jetpack and the UFO, this line is here for a reason. Why this side doesn't have it, I'm not exactly sure. My theory is that, of course, people are talking about this being water. I do believe that, and I'm thinking that these two are connected through the water. Because of the distance, these are all lined up in a row, but yet this one is a little bit farther away than what this one right here is. So I'm thinking that this right here is the shoreline, or it's just right off, like it's on the beach, or it's right off the beach, something like that. Now we notice that this UFO sits in between this X and this X, but it's closer to this X, but it is farther off. So if our UFO, or if our egg, let's line our square back up. Our house, the other marker was right here. The mattress is right here. So it's got to be somewhere in this vicinity, and the jet